So the reading that I chose today is from our old faithful Silver Birch, and it's from the book called Guidance from Silver Birch, and it is, What is the Spirit? It is too vast a conception for any to grasp. Your purpose in incarnating is to express more of its innate divinity. Your spirit is expressed in all the virtues, in acts of goodness, kindness, sympathy, toleration, compassion, mercy, friendship, affection, love. Thus, the more good you do, the greater is the spirit that is being made manifest. All must rise and fall together, not only the humans, but the animals too. It can be said that there are some who are selfish in their desire to reach out and achieve a kind of superiority that despises any other way. As I understand spiritual law, it is cooperation. To me, service is the true coin of the Spirit. Service is the expression of the Great Spirit. All of the great exemplars have tried to show by example, through healing, through comforting, through giving strength to the weary, through service, that the soul is uplifted. You express yourself through service, and that is the great service, the great spirit in service, in action. I am sure that if you helped one soul to dry its tear of sorrow, if you heal one sick person, if you uplift one fallen individual, if you give a hand of sympathy to your brother or sister in distress, that is the expression of the Great Spirit. Any who work as instruments of spirit power are touching souls all the time. And that is the most important aspect of mediumship, to give comfort to the mourner, to heal the sick, to give a demonstration of spirit power in all its aspects, mental or physical. These are very important, and no one can gainsay that. But their purpose goes beyond anything physical. Their purpose is to touch the soul of the individual so that it may become awakened to its own physical reality. The function of all mediumship is to make the individual aware of himself so that his own soul comes to the fore. He realizes that he is a spiritual being. If you provide, by sincerity of desire and willingness to serve, the necessary conditions, it will reach those who are ready to be reached. And you are bathed in the radiance of the divine light, which is always yours. Thank you for listening. Now I will do my brief tribute, and we'll have a song, and then we'll have Joy and Roy and Judy do their tribute. So Anna did her 5 years of training with Reverend Joyce Tarvin and was ordained by her in April the 10th, 2005 at the then International Spiritualist Alliance. I watched as she beamed with joy, and her husband Harry was there beaming in pride with her accomplishment as well. I was privileged to watch her during her training, and both Ben, my husband, and I always loved her authenticity. She was as real as it gets, no ego and no pretense. Her love was always in the healing modality and dreamed of having a spiritual center of her own. We became fast friends, and on one of our adventures, we went down at the Celebrate Your Life conferences in Arizona. It was when we went into James von Prague's class, and he led us into meditation, that she became alert. Her eyes went huge, and she looked at me, and she said, Spirit told me I had to leave the ISA and go to the Brotherhood. She was a bit beside herself, but trusted what she received, and she went, as Reverend Mary Heighton was not well at the time and was asking for help. I joined her in 2009 as a licensed minister and was ordained by her in 2011 as her co-minister. We were together a lot and had the same vision: to be inclusive, to be co-creative with our community, a place of love and comfort and community. We never did anything without discussion, and we had so much laughter and love. We had very heated arguments, and we always made up as well. She was the sister I never had. She loved her church, and she served with a passion, and that love gained her love and respect in return. She gained the title of Reverend Emerita in 2019 and enjoyed that title. I remember when we went to Tony Stockwell's retreat back in September, probably 5-6 years ago. She thought she got a bit of food poisoning on one day. But I knew the truth. She was eating too many of those little licorice cigars that I had hidden in the drawer that I brought with me because nobody else was unwell. Anna was my mentor. She was my friend. And she was liked by so many. She made me laugh so much, and I really miss that. She was so good at apports and so humble. I asked her to write about them, and she said she was thinking about it, but she never did find the time. She loved her healing clinics and those she shared it with, and we became a church family. And you don't get to feel like that at a lot of churches anymore. She always bragged like a mama bear about her family, and they were always supportive of her. And her special Emily and Oliver, of course. So, my dear friend, we honor you today, and we send you our love. And if you'd like to just sit back and listen to the next song, and I'll have to stop this recording again.